Welcome once again then as you join us in the final moments before practice gets underway here at Monza. There's an army of Ferrari fans around the circuit today. The Scuderia are hugely passionate about their team. So does that put more pressure on the drivers today with the increased expectation?
Well, it depends on the driver, but to look out from the cockpit and see that sea of red in all the grandstands should be a real boost. If one of them can get into a podium position, they'll be cheered around every corner until the checkered flag.
We're going to be logging some extra data during this session. Nothing you need to worry about, but as we have some new parts, we'll just confirm they're performing to spec. Session so far.
Quick look at the classification at the end of the session then. Here are your top three. The captain, Hamilton and Max Verstappen. That concludes an interesting practice session. Let's hope for more excitement as the weekend unfolds.
The fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy. Is that pace in practice a good indicator of things to come? You scraped the walls a few times. Were you struggling for grip? Appreciate your time.
As all the cars are now over the line, your top three again are the captain, Hamilton, and Kimi Raikkonen. Thank you for joining us for free practice today. We'll be back with more Formula One action very shortly.
Soon. We're seeing light rain in around 2 minutes.
An interesting practice session there then. Let's remind ourselves of the top three, who are the captain, Raikkonen and Daniel Ricciardo. That's it for practice then. We'll see you again soon.
Good day today. Tell us about it from your perspective. You were flying in practice. Do you think you can carry this over to qualifying? How does a car handle in the wet? Do you have any worries going into the race and qualifying? Great. Well, that's everything.
The pit lane will be open shortly, which means it's nearly time for qualifying for the Italian Grand Prix here in Monza.
Okay, good job, mate. Really well done. That was a fantastic drive.
As we wind down from the excitement of qualifying, here's a look at your top three. The captain, Hamilton, and Sebastian Vettel. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow, where we'll be live with all the action. And until then, it's goodbye.
All right, I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
Winning rivalries is a great way to earn respect from your team and around the paddock, which will help make it easier to negotiate favourable contracts. Your first rival is always your teammate, but you can choose who to declare as your second. The harder the rival from the eligible selection, the more respect you stand to gain or lose depending on the result. Here you can see a list of eligible drivers to declare as your rival. The more challenging they are to beat, the more the paddock will respect you for succeeding. Just be aware, you'll lose the same amount of respect if you come off second best, so it may be wise not to be overly ambitious.
It's race day here in Italy once again. Monza, home to so many records. The smallest winning margin, for example. Do you remember in 1971, Peter Gethin beat Ronnie Peterson to the line by 1/100th of a second. There were 40 overtakes for the lead alone in 1965, and Kimi Räikkönen clocked a record top speed of 230 miles per hour here, just over a decade ago. So there's a lot to live up to then for all of our drivers today. With top speeds reaching 215 miles per hour, only a few places can challenge Monza's crown as the fastest circuit in F1. Hard braking zones going into the 3 chicanes make up the majority of the 11 corners on this 3.6-mile circuit. And just in case the slipstream wasn't enough, 2 DRS zones will help encourage some closer action. Anthony Davidson joins me again for the race today. Let's talk about the captain. That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
There are never any guarantees in this business, but certainly the performance last time out would have boosted their confidence coming into this one.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. The captain lines up on pole position and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Räikkönen, Daniel Ricciardo and Verstappen, Ocon, Magnussen, Sainz and Roman Grosjean, Perez, Alonso, Nico Hülkenberg and Van Dorn, Gasly, Stroll, Charles Leclerc and Marcus Ericsson, Sirotkin and Brendan Hartley rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. That's a decent start. Good job. DRS has been enabled. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. This is your final lap of the race. Fantastic drive, just fantastic. You deserved that race win.
Brilliant stuff from Mercedes today. That's another historic win. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the more easily you can keep them there, the better your race tends to go. And that's exactly what happened. Their car just looks so comfortable out there.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. The captain increases their championship lead. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Lots of drivers impressed me today, Crofty, but I'd say the one who impressed me the most was Daniel Ricciardo.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes have extended their lead at the top of the standings. Meanwhile, good work from Force India this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time.
The fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy. How are you feeling after that win? You must be thrilled to be up on the podium. It's looking like the championship is already won. Do you think there's still time for this to change? You had a close battle today, didn't you? Great! Well, that's everything.
Just wanted to say congrats on the podium. It's thoroughly deserved. We were sweating those last few laps on the pit wall, but you brought it home.
The new parts have arrived from the factory without issue. They'll be fitted to the car in time for the next session.